everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're going to get straight into it. And now that we are getting close to 2025 and the ecosystem for digital assets is constantly growing, this very well might be the case. Bitcoin $942,098, Ethereum $43,725, Ripple, but we knew that they were talking about XRP at $8,033. Why do you believe that this is the case, Trey? Well, I'm going to tell you why I believe this is the case. There was a spot that Katt Williams was on, ARK Investments, and she said minimum Bitcoin would be close to 2025. There's a lot of TAs saying close to 2025, we're going to see Bitcoin at a minimum of 500K. But she says 600K. Well, if you do the math, back in 2021, if you remember, Bitcoin was at 70K at a $1.2 trillion market cap. Well, assuming that that's the same market value, and we know that with inflation, the dollar value changes. We get that. But just doing basic, simple math, if 10 trillion comes into the Bitcoin market, and we know Bitcoin was 70K at a $1.2 trillion market cap in itself, you do 70 times 10. That's $700,000 per Bitcoin. If 15 trillion goes into the Bitcoin market cap, you do 70 because that's how much Bitcoin was worth, 70K when it was at a $1.2 trillion market cap back in 2021. You do 70 times 15. That is $1,050,000 per Bitcoin. That is very much possible, especially since the Bitcoin halving is coming up very soon. It's literally within a few months, April or May, depending on how fast we mine those blocks. Now, Ethereum. This is very interesting. Ethereum at $43,721. Why do you believe that? Because the market, it's setting itself up for a high-valued Ethereum, right? First, it was a Bitcoin spot ETF. Now it's going to be an Ethereum ETF. Unfortunately, I wish it would be Litecoin because Litecoin is the second oldest digital asset. But unfortunately, it's going to look like it's going to be in Ethereum. Now, here's some information right here saying about a Bitcoin spot ETF and an Ethereum and possibly an XRP one. Now, this is really absolutely insane because we know it's coming. And I'm going to tell you my theory behind this. Listen.
Before you turn around and try to make other spot products for different crypto assets?
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of filings come out for Ethereum. I even think we might see something for Ripple, given the recent progress. You notice that Grayscale just added Ripple to one of their trusts. It's publicly traded. So it wouldn't surprise me if we saw Ripple or Ethereum spot ETFs out there.
So do you see what they're doing? Literally, they're going down in order from this chart. Bitcoin, Ethereum, he's calling it Ripple, but it's really XRP. And this was a picture that was floating around saying that Wall Street created this. Well, guess what? If Wall Street created this, then that means Wall Street knows what the prices are going to be. Now, the only way, well, I'm not going to say the only way, but the way that this can legitimately happen within the blink of an eye is if multiple ETPs and multiple ETFs, because an ETF can have an ETP inside of it, right? But if there's multiple exchange traded products and exchange traded funds for these three digital assets, then we will see those numbers, right? We already know. We already have a Bitcoin spot ETF. We already know the number amount that it would have to take for it to reach a 700K Bitcoin or a $1 million Bitcoin. Once we get in spot ETF for Ethereum, the sky's the limit for Ethereum. Everybody already uses the Ethereum blockchain. Do I necessarily agree with that? That's a whole different story. But now moving on to XRP and Ripple. Well, the BlackRock CEO, Larry Fink, already said the next step is moving towards tokenization. And when you move towards tokenization, that means you can put anything on a specific blockchain and have it pegged to that specific native digital asset. You can already move Bitcoin on the XRPL. there's already low fees. Eventually, you're going to have gold on the XRPL. Eventually, you're going to have silver on the XRPL, which will make XRP and the XRPL very valuable. Right. I can't say that that's going to be valuable today or tomorrow, but I can tell you that the way that things are moving, things move slow until they start moving fast. And I believe things are starting to move very fast in this crypto ecosystem. And I believe it's going to have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP in it. Speaking of Bitcoin, this just in, Bitcoin becomes the second largest ETF commodity in the US, surpassing silver. This is huge because Bitcoin hasn't even been fully introduced to Wall Street, but maybe a week and a few days. And now you're telling me it's become the second largest ETF commodity in the US? This is huge. And for those that don't know what the first largest ETF commodity is, it's gold. Gold is the first largest, well, gold is the largest ETF commodity in the US. And gold's been around for some time. But now Bitcoin, a new asset class, Bitcoin is a asset class in itself. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first. Bitcoin is considered alpha. And it's only been introduced to Wall Street for a week and a few days. And now it's the number 2, surpassing silver. What does that tell you? And it makes matters even worse in a good way because we got the Bitcoin halving coming up in April or May. Which depends on the amount of blocks that's mined. April could come first. And if that happens, that reduces the Bitcoin rewards from 6.12 to, I believe, 3.125. On top of that, you now have Wall Street giant Fidelity now holds 20,000 Bitcoin worth over $800 million. Folks, Bitcoin is starting to dry up. Bitcoin is scarce. There's only 21 million. I don't care what nobody says. There's only 21 million. But the supply shock factor has not happened yet. And like I said, y'all, Bitcoin has not fully been introduced. And once it fully gets introduced into Wall Street, once more ETFs come out for Bitcoin, Bitcoin will solidify itself as one of the best overall performing assets. It's going to be above gold. I can see it now because if it's already number 2, it's not going to take a long time for it to be number 1. But that's pretty interesting. But all right, y'all, please make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button, and make sure you leave it in the comments below if you think these numbers are going to be true. Because, like I said, this picture was supposedly came from Wall Street for the prices of what Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP were going to be before 2025, if not in 2025. And now Wall Street's playing a major hand in the digital asset ecosystem. I could see this happening because Bitcoin's market cap is going to drastically increase with the $1 trillion of market that's going to be coming in to the Bitcoin market cap. Ethereum is going to be heavily manipulated to get close to Bitcoin's new price. And XRP, well, we already know what BlackRock CEO says, and multiple entities saying that they're heading towards tokenization. So when you head towards tokenization, any and everything is possible. I do believe we will see an 8K XRP once its true potential is finally unleashed. I do believe, looking at these pictures, that we will see a 43K Ethereum. And we already know the math actually adds up with Bitcoin. It's just a matter of time. So like I said, folks, it's one of those things where the proof is in the pudding, right? The proof is literally in the pudding. Once the bill goes out to clarify stablecoins and make stablecoins legal tender, And if XRP is considered a stable coin, which it more than likely will be set at a high price, you can then add an asset to a stable coin because it is legal tender once that bill passes. Anything is possible. This crypto ecosystem, as we used to know it, has officially changed. But all right, y'all, that'll do it for me. Again, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button if you made it this far. Looks like the market is taking a dive, but that's okay. It happens in crypto. I will see you and everybody else on the next one. Peace.